and welcome to Designing with Casual Elegance. It's hot and humid outside. It's August. We are nearing the end of summer, but fall is just around the corner. So I thought it'd be a good idea to share some different decorating ideas for fall with you today. Get a little jump on it. I know as school starts, everything gets very busy. So I just thought we'll look at a few different things and ideas for both inside and out. So I am going to begin with this trellis, which I know that sunflowers aren't really a vine, but we need a little bit of color up here. So I'm just going to stick a few of these in here. You know, when you're working with florals, you can bend and twist and turn and kind of make them do what you would like them to do. So there we go, dress it up a little bit better, fill it up. And then over here we have this great wall hanging. I've added some fall berries and reds and some leaves to give it a little bit of fall flavor. And we're going to add pumpkin spice. And I'm going to try and get this right. Not sure if I'll get it straight. My favorite thing about fall, pumpkin spice lattes. And those are the only lattes I drink. And so we're talking pumpkins, so we have this wonderful little pumpkin that's just right to go in, nestle in our greenery. That would look great on a wall at an entry instead of a wreath. It's a little heavy to put on a door, but certainly if you've got an area like between windows or just somewhere, it's a great little idea. And birds like to get into our wreaths, so I have different wooden signs, pumpkin spice for fall. I've got Merry Christmas, Hello Summer, and I just think they're a nice alternative. And you could embellish that if you wanted to, make it look like it's hanging from a ribbon. So it's our pumpkin spice vibes. Now, I do have a wonderful wicker bench here, and we are going to dress this up for fall. I'm going to start with a couple throws, and I'm using two so that this plaid one really stands out. Definitely fall colors here, and complement our cushion. Of course, you can't have a nice little bench or love seat without pillows. And a pillow that really says fall is our pheasant. I absolutely love this. This is an actual outdoor pillow. You have to be very careful washing them, but this fabric is treated so that you can leave it outdoors. And I like to change mine seasonally, of course. So it looks nice and cozy. You can sit down and relax. And just to show the big variety of pillows that we have for outdoors, here's one with just some pumpkins, but I love the deep background of this particular pillow. And this little guy, I'm just going to put right down into our container. That way, if somebody needs an extra pillow, like myself, who's not real tall, I have to stack them behind me so my feet touch the floor. There's an extra pillow. And then, of course, we have a little table here. So we are going to get that set up. We need a place to put our pumpkin spice lattes. So I have this wonderful big tray, but I think I'm going to put something under it. Really play off the green that I've got going on in the throw. And my favorite candle holders. And this is just a nice wood, has metal on top. You could put real candles, but I use battery operated. I should have investments in batteries, the way we go through them. You know, and just a nice little candle ring with favorite orange that is for fall. Okay. And you know, we're going to have lattes, so we've got little dishes for goodies. And again, with a pumpkin, fall colors again. Gotta have the mugs, of course. So just plain white. We'll go with anything. Stay. Okay, and of course napkins again, playing off the green. And these wonderful little pumpkin napkin rings. And I've had these for years, so I don't recall where I got them, but they're one that I pull out every year and use on the table. So we'll just get all of those put together. And I'm just doing a simple pull through on the napkin. Nothing fancy this time. Of course, these are washable, and we do use them, and I have washed them. I like to use pant hangers to hang them up in the closet instead of folding them so that they stay nice and crisp, and sometimes I roll them. Put them in a drawer, put them on a shelf, wherever there might be room. They have to nestle amongst my pillows. Okay. So we're ready to sit down, have a latte, a little conversation, and enjoy this nice hot weather still, although we know it's going to cool off fairly soon, and then we'll be wishing for this weather back. And we can put a little bit of fall in there. Okay, I've got a couple stands back here, so of course we're not going to leave those empty. Lanterns are still a big thing. And again, battery-operated candles, and these have timers. I love it. You know, they will stay on anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. Great at night. If you're having a party, then maybe it's dark when people are leaving, and it'll help light their pathway. See if I can get back here with my boot. Okay. Got to have a really big one. And that calls for a really big candle. You probably can't see the candle light with all the lights that are in the studio, but we'll turn them on anyway. Okay, and we have one more. Just this little guy. And we actually, when I got these lanterns, my husband took them apart and wanted to make sure that they would hold up outside. So he actually painted the tops black, and then we took all the glass out, and he did a sealer on all of the wood. So I've had these out for a couple years. I do take them in periodically for, winter. Once it starts, January hits, and it's getting a little snowy outside. Fortunately, we don't get too much. Then I like to bring them inside and protect them. So we're getting our spaces filled in nicely, and I still have lots of pumpkins. Another idea, instead of doing candles, we can do pumpkins. These are little ceramic pumpkins, and again, I've had them for years. They are just fun. I'm amazed that they still are staying together and haven't broken. An itty-bitty guy. So just another look, and you can change this in many ways. I really like the look of the pumpkins myself. So another idea. And I still have pumpkins. So we are going to take a little break here in a minute, and then we're going to talk about some different outside ideas, and then I have a few pictures to show you some of the things that I do create outside. So anyway, we have more signs and more pumpkins to play with, and we'll change a few other things. So let's take a little break, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Hello, I'm Dave Todd, president of Todd Films. We work alongside Bella Vista Community Television to produce some of the content you see aired here. Have you thought about reaching your customers through a television ad? We have several options for you to consider. They range from coming to our studio here, or going to your place of business, or on location. Once you have your commercial, Bella Vista Community Television has several options for you to consider for airing your commercial. Do you have a live event that you would like to capture on video? We also offer live production packages that may be of interest. Please continue to tune in to Bella Vista Community Television. We hope you are enjoying this program. And now back to the show.
Hi, and welcome back. We're going to dive into part 2 and continue fall decorating ideas. So we did take down our pumpkin spice sign and our greenery that was up here. We're going to change it. And this is an idea that I love. To take some type of a piece of artwork. This is very primitive, rustic, perfect for this time of year, especially if you live in the country or just decorate a little more rustic. And I find frequently that people who might be a little more contemporary, when fall rolls around, they tend to become a little more rustic and do things that they wouldn't normally do and have things in their house they would not normally have. So we have this big honeysuckle wreath that we hope will stay up here. Well, it's a little off. You always want to fluff your bows. This has got 3 different kinds of ribbon. Okay, so I think we're a little crooked here. And now it may not stay up. Okay, so you get the idea. And we'll just have a crooked wreath. And because it's natural, you'll see that it's oval. It's not really round. This is honeysuckle that has been dried, oh gosh, quite some time ago. I guess I could possibly wet it down and then maybe reshape it, which probably I should do. I do try hanging it when I store it in different sides of it to try and get it stretched out that way, but it's not working very well. So a picture inside a big wreath works great. And then, of course, your lanterns, instead of putting candles in, you could fill them with pumpkins or gourds. Here again, this pumpkin is actually made of resin. Kind of fun, little different stripes going down. Not real bright. And we could actually put some of our little beads down in there with them. And then you could still pile like Jack Be Littles, those itty bitty pumpkins that you see, or you could do corn, just anything fall that you would want to fill up. You could even do orange and black, brown ornaments. I've seen that also. There's just many different things that you can do to fill up your lanterns to give them a different look and not just candles all the time. And again, we can change these pumpkins out. Again, a different look, and I would say these particular ceramic pumpkins are, I would say, lean a little bit more modern than some of the others that I've got here. And I do like to lay things on their side. It'd be kind of funny when I was working in a store and volunteering at a gift shop. When I would do displays, a lot of times I would lay part of the display on the side, and somebody would come behind and stand everything up. So anyway, it was just, I just kind of chuckled because it's a design detail and just makes it more interesting than everything being lined up like little soldiers. Now, I also have some wonderful big ceramic pumpkins, and these can be used. These are made for outside. I've seen them online. I have not been able to find them in Northwest Arkansas. So these, I actually have different photos of them, how I've used them outside. And it changes a little bit. Here you can see if we're entertaining in the backyard, I have them under a large coleus and zinnia combination. And, you know, as you get into the evening and they come on at the front entry, at the staircase, I have the pumpkins, different sizes. And down in the front garden, one of the front gardens, we have 4 pumpkins. I think I actually have 7 of these. I have a couple that are larger one than this, and larger round one that I will show you. So these I would just set around. I had one client, it was kind of funny, who gave me a couple pumpkins because she thought they were creepy. I think they're cute, but you know, everybody has their own taste. One other thing that I'm going to do with the pumpkins is put them on the pedestals. So we'll clean these off. And move them over. And you could put any kind of pumpkins on pedestals, and the other, or mums. You know, it's a time of year when you're going to start seeing mums all over. And personally, I love them. I know a lot of people don't. But they come in such wonderful colors to just set around or plant in your garden. I know that if you are going to plant mums, you're actually coming back until July 4th. Then you'll get your big fall bloom. However, at one of our houses, we had mums, and I cut them back in spring after they bloomed, and I did get another big fall showing. So I think they're one of those flowers that gives a lot, but they don't last. They start looking bad when they do start dying off. So you have to get out there and deadhead them. So they do require a little bit of maintenance. So anyway, I'm going to continue with my pumpkins here. Nice thing about these, because they're so heavy, they're not really going to fall over. It would have to be a pretty strong wind. He looks like he's got a scarf on under his neck there. And we have one more little guy. And he's probably going to get lost on this. So we'll give him a different pedestal. Okay, just another way to display pumpkins outside. And another way to do your lanterns, we're going to work on this trellis over here. And I know I've got two different sizes here, but we'll just pretend they're the same. You probably can't see the tall lantern real well, but again, each side of a trellis would be a nice way to display the lanterns. And another thing that I've done with my pumpkins out back is we actually put them in our fountain. We have a trellis behind it, and the clematis is getting a little tired, but I filled it up with pumpkins and leaves, fall leaves. Again, if we were entertaining in the backyard, then we would dress it up that way. And last, we do have a wreath. Just another idea for a trellis or anything you would like to do. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and hope that you will join me again next month. I have still some fall florals. There are many ideas out there, so it's time to get out shopping and decorate for fall. Thank you. Bye.